Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us now, Dan Smith, as he does every Monday, gives us the report on what's happening in the backcountry. And with all this fresh new snow, it's going to be tempting to go back there. 8 inches on the mountains of Vail and Beaver Creek, and that's just reported mid-mountain.
It's very tempting, and that's probably where I'm headed shortly after this. Had one mission last week, which was a young man who got lost out of the shrine huts. As simple as that may seem, and as hard to do as that may seem, there's some ravines and valleys back there. About once, twice a year, somebody who's out of those huts gets lost. He came back on his own, no problem. But the avalanche danger, though moderate, moderate avalanche danger can harm you just as bad as severe if you happen to be in one. Got some slides we're going to show here of 2 avalanches, one in Loveland, the other avalanche in Shrine Bowl. The one in Shrine Bowl was triggered by a snow machiner who was trying to high point, which is running up the ridge as far as you can go before the machine won't go any further and coming back down. Sometimes when you do that, you trip an avalanche.
Okay, yeah.
Now the question is, can you outrun the avalanche going downhill? Avalanches doing 30, 40 miles an hour are not unknown. If you don't outrun the avalanche, you could be in some serious trouble. Our deaths from avalanches, 70% are due to blunt force trauma. That can be your head impacting the snow machine. This is something you probably shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I know snow machiners love it, but every time they do it, they take a risk. These are very powerful forces of nature. If you want to push the envelope that far at those odds, go to Blackhawk.
Yeah,
put your money on the roulette wheel, and when you lose, they'll buy you a drink. When you lose with an avalanche, nobody buys you a drink.
Yeah, definitely. And we're starting to see a lot more people enjoying the outdoors, which, go ahead and do, but know before you go, and then know the risks, because there's that reward of, the fun and everything, but there's a lot of risk associated with what's going on in the backcountry right now.
Mike Duffy on our team goes all around the country teaching people who snow machine how to survive in avalanche country. High pointing is not on his list of recommended activities.
Okay. All right. So keep it safe. Now, we also need to know the history of the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're just traveling in and thinking, I'm going to take the skis out, go into the backcountry, maybe you don't know the past history and when we've had a weak layer form.
I mean, there's always a weak layer, most always, early in the fall. We have a weak layer right now that's, according to CAIC, most places about 4 to 6 inches from the ground. The question is, how stable is the snowpack above there? You've got 3 and 4 feet of snow some places above that weak layer. It can go anytime if you happen to trigger it. If you come around a rock and you don't know the rock's there, and below the rock the snow is very thin, and if you stress a turn right below that rock, you could trigger the slide.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways to do it. Take one of the avalanche courses, at least Avalanche 1. If you're going to snow machine in the backcountry, just don't go rent the machine and go tearing out there. Take a course.
Yes.
Learn how to enjoy our backcountry, and you'll have a wonderful time.
Okay. All right. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, giving us the report. And yep, avalanches are out there. They were showing you the photos earlier, so you can see just how powerful those phenomenons can be. Up next, we're going to check in with Mark Sassy. We're going to find out how long this snow is going to stick around.